For decades, cholesterol has been at the center of one of the biggest nutrition debates in history. Back in the 1970s and 80s, we were told that cholesterol in foods was dangerous. People were warned to avoid egg yolks, butter, and shellfish like they were poison. Then the pendulum swung the other way. Suddenly, the message became, cholesterol in food doesn't affect your blood cholesterol at all. Eat all the eggs you want, even 10 a day. But here's the real story. Both of those messages were oversimplified. For most people, dietary cholesterol doesn't dramatically raise blood cholesterol because your liver can adjust how much it produces. However, about 15 to 25% of the population are hyper-responders. For them, eating cholesterol-rich foods can significantly raise LDL cholesterol and APOB, which are important markers for heart health. So, what makes some people hyper-responders while others can eat a dozen eggs with no problem? The answer lies in your genes, the genes that control cholesterol. There are several genes that play a role in how your body handles cholesterol, but the most important one, especially for diet and lifestyle, is the APOE gene, short for apolipoprotein E. Think of the APOE gene like a blueprint that tells your body how to transport and recycle cholesterol. There are three main versions, or variants of this gene: APOE2, APOE3, and APOE4. You get one copy from each parent, so your combination might be APOE3/E3, APOE2/E3, APOE3/E4, or even APOE4/E4. Here's what they mean in simple terms. APOE2 tends to be protective. People with this gene often have lower LDL cholesterol, but they may have higher triglycerides. APOE3, this is the most common and considered neutral. About 60% of people have this variant. APOE4, this is the tricky one. It's linked to higher LDL cholesterol, higher total cholesterol, and a stronger response to dietary fat and cholesterol. It's also associated with higher risk for heart disease and Alzheimer's, especially if you have two copies. If you're APOE3/E4, you have one copy of the risk variant. If you're APOE4/E4, your body is especially sensitive to cholesterol and saturated fat. While APOE is the star of the show, a few other genes also play important roles. LDLR gene. Problems here can lead to familial hypercholesterolemia, where the body struggles to clear LDL cholesterol from the blood. PCSK9 gene. This gene regulates how many LDL receptors you have. Certain mutations can cause sky-high LDL levels, while others keep LDL very low naturally. NPC1L1 gene. This affects how much cholesterol you absorb from your gut. But for everyday dietary choices, APOE is the one that matters most. How to test for these genes. So, how do you know which genes you have? There are two main ways: medical genetic testing through your doctor or a cardiologist. This is the most accurate and comes with professional guidance. Consumer DNA tests like 23andMe. These can tell you your APOE status and give you raw data you can interpret. Just remember, they don't provide a full medical diagnosis, but they're a great starting point. Knowing your APOE type is powerful. It tells you whether you can be more flexible with diet or if you need to strictly limit certain foods to protect your heart and brain. What to eat for APO3, 4, or APO4E4. If you carry an APO4 gene, your body doesn't handle saturated fat and dietary cholesterol as well. This means you'll want to minimize foods like red meat, butter, and cream, coconut oil, cheese, egg yolks, and organ meats like liver. Instead, focus on heart-protective foods: healthy fats, olive oil, avocado, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish like salmon or sardines. Fiber-rich carbs: oats, quinoa, lentils, beans, and plenty of vegetables. Antioxidant-rich produce: berries, leafy greens, cruciferous veggies like broccoli and cauliflower. Plant-based proteins: lentils, beans, tofu, or small amounts of lean poultry. This approach is very similar to a Mediterranean-style diet, which has been shown to lower cardiovascular and Alzheimer's risk. Here's a simple day of eating to support healthy cholesterol levels. Breakfast: overnight oats made with unsweetened almond milk, chia seeds, blueberries, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Green tea or black coffee. Lunch: lentil and vegetable soup. Side salad with olive oil and lemon dressing. Snack: a handful of walnuts and a small apple. Dinner: grilled salmon, roasted Brussels sprouts, and sweet potato wedges. Quinoa with fresh parsley and lemon. This style of eating provides healthy fats, high fiber, and antioxidants while keeping saturated fat very low. Here's the bottom line. We've come a long way from the days of cholesterol fear-mongering. For most people, cholesterol in food isn't a big problem. But if you're among the 15 to 25% of people who are genetically sensitive, what you eat really matters. By understanding your APOE gene type, you can make smarter choices to protect your heart, brain, and overall health. So, if you've ever wondered why your friend can eat steak and eggs every day while your cholesterol shoots up, the answer might just be in your DNA.